Chinese, what did I learn? First off, Chinese are way more fun than I thought they would be. Getting over that early start isn't so bad. You make loom. There's the new force drop off button. There's no extra house to make. It's surprisingly smooth, surprisingly easy. The start, not as scary as I thought coming into the month. The thing that I really loved about Chinese is the stubble comp, having knights and crossbow and like not being limited, not having a reason not to go for one or the other. Cavaliers there, arbalists there. It's fine. It's great. And when you get enough archers massed to support the support the knights, it's awesome. Open archers, keep them alive. Crossbow knights, amazing. If all your crossbow die early, you can justify a double stable knight spam as long as they're still open, or you can turtle up and it's just this composition feels so good. This pairing of military units. What didn't feel quite as good is when I get forced into camels or light cav. Often, if I'm doing a double composition and they're on two stables and I'm on one stable, they're making knights I just lose out on production. But the knights, I could get overwhelmed by mass. My army could get overwhelmed by the double knight production, and so I'd end up on camels, often trying to make crossbow behind it, and the double gold comp was hard. It just didn't feel nice. There were times where I was taking on a gold and a trash unit, and the gold trash unit, I got outmassed and beaten. Even though I've got better military, it's my economy wasn't there. Which there's questions about how will I manage my economy, but there's that problem. And then mentally, not having Hussar and trying to spam light cav in front of Chukunu, that felt bad sometimes, man. I can remember a team game on Fortress where I had a bunch of Chukunu. They were making heaps of skirmishes to counter, and I had trying to mess up light cav, and I must have had like 7 or 8 stables, and I'm sending light cav in. They're just dying, just getting wrecked, and I'm getting pushed back. And that was bombard cannon too, some bombard cannon support as well. There doesn't, yeah, the Chukunu light cav option I did not enjoy nearly as much as the Nightline crossbow option. The Cavalier Arbalest or the Knight crossbow. Much better for me. Bombard cannon, just mentioned. But Chinese don't get bombard cannons. There were a few games where I felt like bombard cannons would be really useful for me here. I don't know how to stop this. I'm not able to snipe their bombard cannons, and they're just blasting me. So the lack of bombard cannons in Imperial Age hurt. I'm not a late game player, but I felt that actually hurt me on a number of occasions. This is the big thing where I hurt myself. My ability to always produce from my TC and always keep my houses, keep on top of my houses, still limited. And with Chinese, the earlier I made those mistakes, the more it hurt me, and it double punishes you for it. Well, that's how it feels to me anyway, because that is your big early eco game advantage, and you're punching yourself in the face and it disappears. And then if they've got something more passive like the Romans 5% money gaining, resource gaining bonus where you don't have to do anything, that seems like if you get housed, oh well, you're still going to get your 5% bonus. If you get housed as Chinese, you're like, oh no, my 10% bonus just disappeared at the start of feudal age, and I'm dropping. Blacksmith is my friend. I thought the power of the Chinese was the extra villages or the flexible tech tree. What makes the Chinese really strong, at least when I was playing them, is the discounts at the blacksmith. There was more than one game where the cheap techs at blacksmith meant that I got a head start on my knight line, on my archer line, and I'd win fights against archer civs and against cav civs that I had no right to win, just because I had the techs, I had the armor, I had the attack upgrades, and they did not. So it gave me a window of opportunity, more so than even the normal, at the start of each age, particularly castle age for me, where I could bully people as long as my production was good. And yeah, so big thing from Chinese. What did I learn from Chinese? That this is great, and why this feels so good is actually because of this. This is the magic that makes that open tech tree work. Saracens did not feel as strong with their open tech tree as Chinese did, and I think it's the blacksmith. So if you're going to play, as soon as you can, lean on the tech tree, get some tech advantage. Lean on the tech tree, lean on the blacksmith, get some advantages. Yeah, those are my limited insights. Hopefully that's helpful. Catch you later.